Hi guys, my name is François, and today I want to talk to you guys about a tool that I've built, and it's called the Survey Data Calculator. And the goal of this tool is to gather survey data, right? And mainly data on access points that we survey in the field, so we can build some statistics on it, right? So the goal is to kind of see what's deployed out there from our standpoint in the field, gathering data. Maybe we can use that data to make some decisions. And then we can share that data with everyone, with the community. So this tool is aimed to be open to everyone, okay? So obviously I'm gonna show a demo of it, but it relies on the internet. So I thought I would do a little storytelling before it, so you guys pay attention to me instead of being on your laptop, utilizing the airspace. So I'm going to talk to you about how the idea came along. So it started a little bit before WLPC Prague. Roel was starting to prepare his presentation, and he wanted to do something similar, present some Wi-Fi trends from his survey data. So he built this little script, Python script, and he wanted a little bit of help. So I helped him creating that simple script that would take some survey files and extract some AP data. And that was pretty cool. That allowed him to kind of prepare his presentation. He gave his presentation. You can find it on YouTube. It was pretty cool. We got some insights on some of the survey data he gathered along his surveys. And the problem with the data is that sometimes the data was skewed because one of his big customer was using one vendor or one specific configuration. So you can see it in the slide. He was adding some notes saying that this data is really skewed because my big customer is using 40 megahertz wide channels, right? So if we want to get a little bit more accurate Wi-Fi trends or more relevant to what we have out there in the field, we need a little bit more data. Right? At the same time, at that time in Prague, I was working on a tool for my company, Senfire, so we can deliver some of the automation work we do in a web portal instead of sending like a Python script. So I thought about it, and I had this idea of taking Roel's script, maybe making it a little bit better, and then integrate it into that platform so we can let anyone run the script and then gather the data from anyone that will want to do it, right? And then publish that online and make it available for everyone. And that's what we did, right? I say we because I was working with the developer who took care of some of it, mainly the UI. I worked on the back end, but him and we worked on this tool that I'm about to show you today. It's beta, right? That's why I'm presenting here for the first time. I'm expecting to get some good feedback from you guys. We've actually improved it this week. I got some survey file with 6 gigahertz data. So we were actually able to add the 6 gigahertz support to the tool. And I'm just going to show you what it looks like. And I'm going to start with the back end. So the way you use the tool is, maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay, you go to this site that we've created. It's called wifidevops.com. This is just the front page. But you can actually click on the login button, and you can create an account, or you can log in using your Gmail accounts. That's what I'm going to do here. I already have my account set up. If it doesn't work, I have a demo. I'll show you guys. I still have a little bit of time. Yeah, it's not working very well. All right, I'll show you the demo. Okay, so you click on login. I'm using we have like a Gmail integration, you can use that. And when you log in, you'll see that you have a couple of projects. The survey data collector here is the public project, so you'll get access to it. Then you go to the File tab, you can upload your project file. It supports ESX for now, but maybe in the future we'll have other integrations. And it uploads that file to the portal. And then you're going to navigate to the console tab over there, and it's going to show you a terminal. And in that terminal, the little Python script will run. And you can run the script against your project. And the only data I ask is where you've done your survey. So we can use that in the public page. And I just extract the data, and then it gives you a link to the public page where you can actually, take a look at the data. So that's it. That's all the tool is. Maybe I can show you the public page. Hopefully that part works. Yeah, hopefully that part works. And then I'll show you exactly which data I'm extracting, right? Because I'm sure you guys are wondering. So this is the page we've built. As you can see, you can filter by country. It tells you how many APs we have right now. We've only had Canada and the US for now. I'm also working on adding another filter for the time, so we can filter for this year, last year, the last month or whatever. And then we should get data, it's not loading, but I guess we'll see. As I talk, maybe it's going to load. The data we gather is first, the vendors, which AP vendors do we have out there? The frequency band usage, so, the proportion of 5 gigahertz versus 2.4 versus 6 gigahertz. And then for each frequency band, it looks beautiful, right? For each frequency band, we get so this is for 6 gigahertz, the phi statistics. Obviously, right now, it's only going to be AX. The channel width, which is interesting as well. The channel usage, so here, I'll show you on the demo what it looks like, because obviously it's not cooperating. And we have that for each frequency band. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. So you can see the vendors, you can see the proportion of the band usage, and for each of the frequency band, you can see the stats on the phi, how many APs we're using, different channels, and you can really see, kind of these type of statistics. Okay? So if I go back to, okay, privacy. All the data we gather is anonymously gathered. We don't go into your notes and all of this stuff. We only focus on this data. The survey files are deleted. So as soon as you run the application actually deletes the files. We don't need it. And I can go back to the portal to kind of show you that as well. And also, we use DigitalOcean to host the website. So if you want to look at their privacy policies, you can, I'll put a link in the documentation and you guys can take a look at that. This is the data we extract, the country, ID, so we have a specific ID, so you guys don't try to run the script 50 times against your survey, and it adds 50 times the APs. So you can try to run the script multiple times, it will just add the data once in the database. So we use the ID for that, and then we have the vendor, we have a timestamp, and the timestamp is related to when you discover that AP. So it comes from the project file. So if you upload a project file of 2016, it's going to show us 2016 in there. And then for each radio, we get the frequency, the phi, the channel width, and the channels, or the channel, depending on how wide the channel is. So that brings us to here today. Now, it's now time for Wi-Fi trends crowdsourcing. So this is where I need your help. If you're willing to contribute, you can go on the website, you can create an account, and do pretty much what I did in the demo, right? Go on the project, upload your project file, run the tool, and it will add the data to the database. It takes about 5 seconds for the public page to get updated, but you should start seeing your data as you do it. Yeah, and then this is very beta, so if you have any feedbacks, recommendations, just send them my way. And if you have bugs, also, send them my way, and hopefully we can make it better together. Thank you.